Surviving the quarantine, nuggets from Noah, the first quarantined family. Nugget number 13. God's finger is in the details. Mounting the ark. Genesis 6 verse 15 reads, "This is how you should build it. The ship is to be 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high." In Water God, the Anatomy of the Almighty, it tells us that the finger of God is a concise and colorful figure of speech referring to God's miraculous power. The finger of God also suggests his personal attention to detail. In the case of Pharaoh, he already had God's attention through the hand of God, but his continued stubbornness attracted the finger of God. The other references to creation, the giving of the law, the driving out of demons, and being an advocate for one accused all point to the fact that details are not missed by the King of the universe. There is a well-known saying, "The devil is in the details." All of the meanings tendered for the phrase boil down to the fact that it is often the small details of something which make it difficult or challenging. These details can prolong a task or foil an otherwise straightforward dealing. However, as children of God, when we come into a better understanding of the finger of God, we will recognize that it is God, not the devil, who is in the details, as well as he is the one who takes care of every detail. Let us trace God's finger in the account of Noah and his family. The first trace will look at God's attention to detail through the ark's blueprint. God did not just instruct Noah to build an ark and leave it up to him to determine what to do. The Lord told Noah what material to use, gave him the internal design, the length, the width, and the height of the structure, the fittings to use, and where to place the fittings in this 3-story liner. Nothing like this had ever been built before. Noah didn't have Google or YouTube to give him ideas about the best way to build this ark, so he had to follow the Lord's blueprint. The Lord gave blueprints for yet another project, Solomon's temple. 1 Chronicles 28 recounts that King David had it in his heart to build a house as a place of rest for the ark of the covenant of the Lord, for the footstool of God. But God told him that he had chosen Solomon his son to build his house and courts. So David gave his son Solomon the detailed plans for the temple. These plans included the layout of the storerooms, upstairs rooms, the inside rooms, and the sanctuary for the place of mercy. He also gave Solomon the plans for the outer court, the outside rooms, the temple storage areas, the treasuries for the gifts dedicated by famous persons, and specifications, including the weight for each item in the temple which was to be used for worship and sacrifice. David summed this up in verse 19 by informing Solomon that every part of this blueprint was given to him in writing by the hand of the Lord. Is there a project with detailed specifications that the Lord has downloaded into your spirit? Does it seem like a crazy idea to you and those around you? Be strong and courageous and get to work. Don't be frightened by the size of the task, for the Lord your God is with you. He will not forsake you. He will see to it that everything is finished correctly. Remember, the finger of God takes care of the details in your life. God bless.